Hi everyone and welcome, this is Adam, you're through to South End Guy Paranormal. So greetings again, apologies, this is Tuesday, I know, hello, and yeah, just busy again. Hopefully going to be settling down slightly after this week because I've been involved with one or two things. One of them's finishing this week and I'm at last getting on top of my editing. The Hellfire Club stuff is nearly done, so that's going to be ready to upload this week, and then it's crack on with the rest of the bits for the Rochford 100, which I've already kind of done. I've just got to sort of finish them off and then they go up, and I think that's about another 7 weeks worth of episodes, 8 weeks, something like that. It's quite a bit there. Yeah, so they're with me tonight. Yeah, it's just been a crazy week. Now we've got a by-election coming up on Thursday, so I think I've said before I've been a bit more involved in that than I intended to be. But yeah, once that's over and done with, I can, crack on and get the rest of my stuff done. Now, in terms of episodes this week, it's a bit of a short one because we headed over to Mercy and then Langenhoe, which I've already been to, but this time was with Tracy and Ricky, Mel and their other half Don come with us for those adventures. So we went to Mercy first, which is what you're going to see tomorrow night, and then the following week will be a return to Langenhoe. As I say, the one this week will be a bit short. Didn't get too much there, so I've just uploaded what stuff did come through, and there's going to be a bit of bonus content as well relating to that. Yeah, so that's it episode wise. Now what I'm going to show you next, something I said I'd do a couple of weeks ago, is I'm going to show you some new bits and pieces that I have bought in. Now, it's mainly recording equipment at the moment. I'm looking at some new ghost hunting stuff or some new things it's been mentioned on one of my threads about trigger items, which I think is a really good idea. I've been thinking, I sort of thought about it, but it's just brought that to the forefront. So I'm going to look at getting trigger items, if it's period toys and that sort of thing, and maybe incorporating the motion balls with them. It's stuff I'm going to mull over and think about, because the flip side of it is extra stuff is nice, but I've got to carry it. And some of the holes I disappear down. Sometimes you want to go the lighter the better. So yeah, but it's certainly something I'm going to do. Now I'm going to start first off. As you probably noticed, I've got a rather resplendent jacket. Now I've just had this made up from Kapow Clothing, which you can find on eBay. And you can see my logo is on there, South End Guy Paranormal. And also if I turn around, hopefully you can see the back. Excuse my backside. There we go. If you can see that. Yeah, it cost me 27 quid, so I'm sort of really happy with that. And hopefully, might seem a little bit ostentatious, I know, but my main thinking with this is if I'm out wrecking a site, wrecking as in studying it as opposed to making a mess, I thought it might be a good idea to have something badged up, so if someone sees this random bloke walking around a patch of land or something, it might not look so suspicious if I've got my logos everywhere. So yeah, I've got that. I'm well chuffed with this, and what you're going to see next is the new bits and pieces I've bought. And yeah, I hope you like what's coming, and we are going to see everything I've bought here being put into use. Indeed, I already have used a couple of bits already. I did record another rally in Southend on Saturday. This one was a bit more political because of the upcoming by-election. Obviously you've already seen the recording I did from London the other week, where I got quick chat with Jada Franson, of all people. And yeah, so it's all good. Anyway, here we go. You can have a look and see what the new gear looks like. Okay, so let's start from the top. As you know, this is my Mavic Air 2. I've just got some prop cards for it. Coming about a tenner. And my thinking being with these is if I do any close proximity flying, like in some woods, that sort of thing, I've just thought that'd be a good thing to hopefully prevent damage from the props. So next up we have the battery. I think I might have mentioned this before, but if you're going to get a drone, these are your best friend. And I really should have got the fly and wheel combo when I bought this, but hey ho. So I've got a spare battery now, doubles me flight time. Next up is, I have two accessory clamps. One is this one. As you can see, there is a camera type screw on there, so anything with a camera screw fitting like a light, you know, or a GoPro, anything like that, you can put on. That's a little accessory. Now I've just bought a new light, which I will show you next, which is this one. I think this came in for about 30 quid. It's horrendously bright. I do know. I think they're called owl lights. Now, as I think I mentioned before, I wanted to go and do a little bit of filming down Workhouse Lane. And unfortunately the lights that I was using didn't cut it. This looks to be a lot brighter, it's a lot more directed. So you can probably see where I'm going with this. I'm going to give another bit of nighttime flying a try down the lane and see if this is an improvement. So watch this space. But yeah, as I said, that was about 30 quid. Again, the clamp that it fits onto, as you can see, it straps on. That was about a tenner. Yeah, it's got a strobe on there as well. And moving on to the next clamp, which is this one. Now, this was something that someone had 3D printed. And you had to, as you can see, you got to stick it together yourself. Yeah, my gluing techniques aren't the tidiest in the world, but hey, it's done the job. Now, as you can see, this has actually got 4 screws in it, so you can put anything you like, and you can probably fit sort of double, quadruple the amount of lights or whatever. I'm going to play around with that and see what sort of load it can carry, how it balances and all that sort of thing, which may be a video for another time. But yeah, that was another clamp. Again, that was around the tenner mark. Just going back to the battery quickly, this wasn't a tenner. These are more like £80 a pop. So yeah, those are the accessories for my drone. I've just got one more thing, which is this. It's like a £5. When you fold the thing up, that just keeps the prop blades in place, so when you go and put it back in the case. Alright, so yeah, this is a few bits I bought from the drone. Oh, and last but not least, yeah, nice little pair of gloves from Wish. It was like 3 quid. As I think I mentioned before, one thing I did notice when I was flying, the last time I flew this to do with the footage that Crime Scene the Courtroom's used, where it was so cold, obviously your digits sort of stiffen up, so it was harder to control. So I thought, a pair of gloves, these ones you can operate the phone with, all well and good. So there we go. That's all the drone bits. Now, moving on to some camera accessories. First of all, I bought another GoPro 3. It's another Hero Plus Black, same as my other one. This stood me in a little bit more. It's 55 quid, I believe. But it did come with quite a few accessories, whereas the other one I bought was £40, and it was literally the camera and a couple of leads, whereas this one thankfully came with a remote, which is handy. So yeah, done all right there. Obviously these are a bit old hat now, because you got, you know, I think they're up to GoPro 10 or something stupid. But you're seeing the quality of these, they'll still knock the spots off of the Chinese equivalents that say they do 4K. These are only HD, but I'd take the quality of the HD of this over the 4K of a Chinese camera any day of the week. They're just so much better. And the audio, because not forgetting, it's covered up, but you can plug in external mics, which you know I've done before. And there's a couple of reasons why I've got another one. Firstly, my first GoPro, I can now keep that with my crash helmet, as opposed to swapping that all the time. And the second reason is I've bought one of these. Now, again, that was around a tenner. As you can see, it's got a GoPro mount on the top, which would be quite handy if I'm in situations where I've got my hands full and I just want a camera there, or if I'm filming my drone. That's, you know, that sort of thing. You've seen other guys do it. Well, I thought, well, for a tenner, you can't go wrong with that. And the last thing I've bought is this. It's a camera holder. Why I didn't buy one of these in the first place, I don't know, but it is so handy. As much as I love my Sony camcorders, they have their own hot shoes, which are for Sony devices only. You can get an adapter, which I do have. However, what I found is with larger devices, such as the Takstar shotgun mic I've got, the big LED, it's not that secure. However, with this, as you can see on the top, you can have up to 3 devices mounted on this hot shoe, and it's a lot more sturdy. And as you can see there, you got the mounts, and you can even screw it into a tripod as well. So that was £12 from Amazon. Yeah, can't go wrong with that. So there we go, that's all my new equipment. I'm going to try and get some ghost hunting stuff. I've got a few ideas brimming in my head, like using some more motion balls in like trigger items. One of my subscribers mentioned about trigger items, so I'm thinking about buying some old worldy type toys and putting motion balls in it, that sort of thing. So yeah, watch your space for that. But yeah, there we go. So there you have it. Those are the new bits and pieces. Again, all, you know, bits that didn't really cost, most of it didn't cost a lot, apart from the spare battery for the drone and the other GoPro. And as I've also said, I might do a quick one next week, just again to remind my newer subscribers how I started, what I started with, which and what I've got now. So again, just a quick before and after sort of thing. So anyone else that's sort of thinking about going out and doing a bit of paranormal stuff themselves, they can, you know, it gives them an idea on how I started, because everything I've got now was not what I started with. I was on a really, really tight budget, as all of my older subscribers know, because that was the point when, you know, with lockdown, I lost my business. You know, my business was put on ice and all the rest of it. We all know that. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. See you tomorrow night for teeth in. See you tomorrow night for Mercy, and have a good one. We'll see you later. Ta-da, bye bye.